What's good, YouTube? Long time no see. I have not seen you all in a long mother trucking time. This week has been really long. Last week was a long week. There was a lot of events that I had to attend. So my apologies, everybody. I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen too often because I was thinking about y'all. I know y'all was thinking about me. I was thinking about y'all was thinking about me. Okay. All right. So today I'm gonna talk about the 12 universal laws. I am so addicted to this information because when you know and when you are introduced to this information, you are held accountable. Now, the universe doesn't hold you accountable. You hold you accountable because it's like you know what to do to become successful, but it's like you're almost forced to do it. Like I know that's how I feel. But anywho, without further ado, I'm gonna jump into it. If this is the type of content that you like, keep watching for the rest of the video.
Where'd you go? Oh, you know how I've been living without you. Daydreaming on a cloud with you like horizon. With you tonight is on an island.
All right, you guys, I'm finna jump right into it. All right, so today I'm talking about the 12 universal laws. Now, these laws are eternal. These are laws that govern the universe. These don't really hold you accountable if you don't do something right. Most people don't know about these laws. Some people follow the law and have no idea that they're following the law. Like most successful people who are just super successful, and you know, if you study these wealthy people, you'll start to realize that everybody that is wealthy, they all have this some type of comparison. It's something that they're all doing right and they're all doing the same thing, and the thing is, we all want to know what that thing is. Okay, so just like I mentioned on my last video, go check it out. I talk about the law of polarity because that's one of the confusing universal laws that people don't really know about. And it's more than 12 universal laws. I'm gonna give you an example. The law of gravity is a law that we just have to abide by. We don't have any choice. You know, the law of gravity, it is what it is. It's plain and simple. Right now, the law of gravity is, you can see it happening right now. Okay? What goes up must come down. It is what it is. Now, the law of gravity is not within the 12 universal laws. Those first 12 universal laws are vital. Some people actually do practice these laws and have no idea that they're doing it. The first universal law is the law of oneness, meaning everything is one. Everything goes back to one consciousness. Everything is God. A really good way to practice the law of oneness, and I notice that I kind of drift into this, is when I am meditating. Meditation brings you into that feeling of oneness. You're still, and when you're sitting down in nature and you are feeling that fulfillment of just feeling at peace, and you are one and you are whole. The law of oneness is just teaching you that everything is connected in the universe. Every single thing is connected. It's one rhythm. Universe, like I said in my last video, in the law of polarity. Universe, uni means one, verse, vibe, rhythm, whatever you want to call it. It's one beat, one rhythm, one flow. Number 2, the law of vibration. The law of vibration, there's a scientist that spoke about it. I want to say, I don't know if it's Nikola Tesla. I believe it is Nikola Tesla. He said that when you understand things and know that everything is pure vibration and pure energy, then you'll understand life better, and you will then learn how to manipulate your energy and other people's energy. That goes into that whole alchemist stuff, and I'll get into that in a video to come. I'll make a video about that. But every physical thing broken down to the simplest form is pure energy or vibration or light. Everything is a frequency or a pattern. Your thoughts, literally, your thoughts vibrate, okay? That's how you can bring things into physical form, which is pure magical. Like, y'all, I did something, I literally thought about something, a turquoise feather, something that was so unique, right? I meditated on a turquoise feather for 1 month straight. And when I say I meditated, I literally practiced this just to see how the law of vibration worked. I sat there, I meditated, I closed my eyes, focused on the turquoise feather with the yellow spine. And I meditate on it and I see it in my head, in my third eye, in my mind's eye. I'll look at it and I'll watch it. And I'll visualize that I saw it on the ground. And I promise you, you guys, literally, I went inside of a botanica and there it was. That did not happen by chance. I attracted that, but I did it just to test it out. I want to say it took me a whole, maybe about 6 months or so before I actually seen it. But I only meditated on it for about a good month just to see if I can bring it into my reality, and I did. The law of vibration is so powerful, like literally. So that is something that I would suggest you guys practice. Think of something super unique, meditate on it for 5 minutes out of the day, because meditating for 5 minutes, especially if you're brand new to meditation, start with meditating for 5 minutes and focus on something in your head. As soon as you feel yourself about to drift off, bring yourself back to that thing that you're visualizing in your mind's eye, and watch you're going to end up seeing that very thing. Number 3, the law of action. This law is self-explanatory. This law is the law that we all use when we want to get something done. Everything is moving. Everything is vibrating. So therefore, when you know that there is something that you want, you have to take action towards it. Or let's just use something simple. If you know that you need food in the house, you're going to take action and go to the grocery store. The law of action is simple and plain on a smaller scale and on a bigger scale. So therefore, if there is something that you want to visualize where you want to be. Okay, now I'm going to get real. Right now, I'm just scratching the surface with this stuff, but I am going to get in depth about the practices that I've done and tell you the things that you could do as well in order to practice each of these laws. But the law of action, you practice it every day. Number 4, the law of correspondence. The law of correspondence speaks of energy, light, vibration, and motion. All 4 of those things have its corresponsive principles, such as of above, as so below. As of below is above. So whatever is going on at the top, it's going on at the bottom as well. Basically, with this law, analyze yourself with this law, with the law of correspondence. What you'll do is you'll know exactly what a person is thinking or what's going on the inside of them is if you look at their surroundings. So analyze yourself. If you can't figure out what's going on the inside of you, look at your circumstances on the outside. Now, we all have room for growth. So whatever is going on within, you are able to see what's going on the outside of you, and that'll tell you what you're manifesting and what you're putting out. So with that being said, that tells you that you want to continue to vibrate high. You want to stay on a high vibration, and you can literally change your reality by changing what's going on the inside of you. The law of correspondence is shown with a person's health, their wealth, and their relationships. Now, I listened to a lot of Bob Proctor's commentary. There was something that he said. He said that before he takes a person in his program, the first analyzation that he does on the person is asking them, how much do you make in a year? And that'll let him know exactly where they are and how hard or easy it's going to be for this person to elevate. These laws are super duper important because once you know the information, you are held accountable. You will hold yourself accountable. Number 5, the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect, every time I think about this, I think about Bob Marley. I listen to his words in my head.
Every little action there's a reaction.
For every single action, there's a reaction. There's just waves of energy. So cause and effect. Anything that is done, it ripples on and you'll see the effect of something. When you want to know why something is like this, let's look at the cause of why it's like that. It's just a simple, simplified law. Number 6, the law of compensation. The law of compensation states that nothing happens by chance. just like you watching this video right now. It's a reason why this information has made its way to you. And it's a reason why you've gotten this far in the video to hear the breakdown of these 12 universal laws. This information found you. So if there is a book or something that someone mentions around you, if you hear a conversation, someone brings up a book or something like that. Oh yeah, this and that. Yeah, you're not being nosy. It's a reason why you heard it. So with those types of things, you want to pay attention. Listen to the law of compensation. The law of compensation is that mysterious clues, those mysterious clues. Like if you hear people mentioning numbers around you, if you keep hearing a certain song, like one day, oh, I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. Then I get in the car and I hear it on the radio. I heard that song 3 times that day. And I wrote it in my gratitude journal that, hey, today I kept hearing Whitney Houston's song. And it was a reason why I heard that song. But I'm saying all that to say the law of correspondence is a law that basically means nothing happens by chance. The law of compensation is on your side. Universal law number 7 is the law of attraction. This is everybody's favorite law. I know you have heard so many people talk about the law of attraction. The law of attraction is one of the most important laws, but you have to understand the other laws in order to apply this law to your life. This law simply states that negative attracts negative, positive attracts positive. That's why in my video about staying high and staying on a high vibration, you put that type of vibe out, you will attract that type of vibe. Like attracts like. Simple and plain. We'll elaborate more on the law of attraction in a future video. Universal law number 8, perpetual transmutation of energy. This law is the law that most people struggle with. I struggle with this law, okay? This law states every person holds the key to changing their life completely. This law has to be practiced on the day-to-day basis because you are continuously hit with different challenges when it comes down to the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Okay, so let's say you're driving, someone cuts you off, and usually you'll be like, what the you got me? Oh, you. Instead of doing that, what you want to do, you have to control yourself, because you doing all of that, it's not affecting that person at all. Maybe a little bit, you sending negative energy their way, but whatever you put out, you will get back. Remember that. So you have the key to changing the energy, right? So if you have the power to change your whole life, we have to break it down to the smallest situations, right? So if you're dealing with a very, very rude person, you have to keep your cool. You have to keep your cool, because you're not hurting them, you're hurting you if you don't keep your cool. You hold the key to changing their energy. You are in control of your energy and that person's energy. I have had certain situations, whereas my biggest challenge was this law. Literally working in a call center, getting hit with angry customers calling my phone, upset. I had to say, Tavia, this is what you're gonna have to do. Someone called in, upset and angry, change their energy. You be the alchemist today. It's mind over matter, okay? This is one of the most challenging things. But if you continue to do that, you'll see it grow and grow and grow and grow on a larger scale. So you literally can change your whole life with this practice. I always say with the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, love conquers all. That's the reason why I put my name on here is Tavia Love, because love can literally outshine everything. Love is the highest, purest, lightest frequency ever, and it is bomb and it is dope, okay? Love beats out everything. Bad, negative energy, you can overpower it with love. Sometimes you have to think about it like this. This person at this moment doesn't value themselves. This person is upset about their circumstances, okay? Now, you have to know that, and you have to understand that they're not fighting with you, they're fighting with themselves. That helps me, but I have my days, and it's definitely a challenge. So, for the universal law number 9, The law of relativity. The law of relativity states that anything that you view as a problem or a task is actually a lesson. For example, I have social anxiety. What I do in those challenging moments when I am around a whole bunch of people that I don't know, I just simply sit there, calm my body down by thinking positive thoughts. But the law of relativity states that everything is made real by its comparison to something else. Basically, there is always someone else that is like you're relating your situation to someone else's or something else. So if you are complaining about money and you have $30,000 in your account, but you still bitching and complaining about not being a millionaire or something like that, just be grateful and thankful for what you have, because most people can't save or don't have that much money saved up and they're purely happy. You're just relating it and knowing that there is always someone else that has it worse than you, and they are maintaining. So if they can maintain, you can too. The universal law number 10 is the law of polarity. This law is the law that I spoke about. I made a whole video about the law of polarity. The law of polarity simply states it's like the mental vibration. You can't have an up without a down. You can't have a left without a right. One doesn't exist without the other. You gotta have lightness and darkness. It's the balance. The law of polarity is like the balance. Like you have to know that these things are just purely balanced. Like you're gonna have ups and downs. And these ups and downs are not good, nor are they bad. They're not, I mean, it just is. Or if you wanna know more about the law of polarity, check out my last video about the law of polarity. Universal law number 11. The law of rhythm. The law of rhythm states that there is cycles. Seasons change. They come and they go. Just like the tides, there are ups and downs. There's a rise and a fall. There are seasons. There are events. There are things that happen. And on your life's journey, every day and everything is not going to be perfect. Things are being born and things are dying. It's just the cycle of life. And last but not least, the law of gender. Everything in the universe has a feminine and a masculine. Both have to exist. There's production, which is feminine energy, like how the earth produces flowers and herbs and fruits and vegetables that we eat. There's a feminine energy and there's a masculine energy. Doesn't have anything to do with if you are born a girl or a boy. Some women are masculine, some men are feminine. It's just, they both have to exist. It is what it is. Honestly, you guys, this information is like super duper powerful. Now, if you watch this video all the way up to this point, I want to thank you so much. It's a lot of people that don't know about these laws. I want to be the one to talk about it. Now, like I said, in future videos, I'm going to elaborate on each and every universal law. I'm going to dig deeper into it and we can come up with some day-to-day practices. Let's change our realities together. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know which law you are new to. Just give me your opinions on what you think. I am grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. Without further ado, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace.